Hi, it's me again. This is the second video I'm doing about aplastic anemia. Now, the second video in the series of what I'm trying to share with my fellow uh, people that go through the same condition as I am right now. I have aplastic anemia, but I want to fight it. I want to fight aplastic anemia and I want to win. I will win. That is my attitude with regard to this condition. I want to win, but I also want to win in my own term. It's pretty much difficult to understand it, and it's hard to say it that way, but I want to win in my own term. I'm saying it's because every time we have a condition such as aplastic anemia, the first thing we resolve to do is to go to the expert. But I will tell you this, aplastic anemia is a rare condition, very rare. When you go to the hospital and you get diagnosed with aplastic anemia, there's a set of treatment that they will have you follow. But no one really understands this condition. The most thing that they assume are caused to aplastic anemia will be exposure to a nuclear reactor or chemical and stuff like that. They say that could cause aplastic anemia. It's possible. You know, I'm not an expert, so I cannot tell you what causes aplastic anemia. You just have to check what is around you. But but to give you my opinion, and this is just my opinion, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Aplastic anemia comes from the food that we eat, just like any other cancer. As a matter of fact, that's my opinion. That's what I believe. So, I will fight and win aplastic anemia. I will fight and win aplastic anemia. Now, the treatment that they offer you are the following. One, you have to go through the ATG, and then you have to get a combination of medication, among which cyclosporin, prednisone. I don't know what those medications do. I don't know how they help, but what I can tell you is that they make you feel like crap. Aplastic anemia itself makes you feel like crap already. It makes you feel so bad. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, if you've been through aplastic anemia, if you had any kind of anemia, you may understand what's going on. If you've been through aplastic anemia, then you definitely know what's going on. Aplastic anemia already makes you feel like crap. Now, having to take all those medication adds crap on top of another crap. I mean, I'm just trying to find a way to express this in I would say in a down to earth kind of expression. It's like a thief. It comes and robs you of what you have of precious, your blood, your energy. So when you go through the ATG, I don't know about anybody else, but ATG almost killed me. My capillaries in my arms, my legs burst. I don't know if they all burst, but all I can tell you is that my skin turned blue completely. My skin was completely blue. I was urinating blood, and I could barely walk. That's how bad it was. And my wife told me that the second day I was taking the chemo, my body was convulsing. I'm not sure if I'm using the right word, but I was convulsing. So the ATG chemo, however they call it, almost killed me. But after the treatment, my body started working again. That's pretty much I would say 2 days after I took my last dosage of ATG. Now, my body started working. 3 months later, I was officially cured, but I relapsed eventually. I believe the reason why I relapsed is not so much because I was doing something wrong, but I believe that it takes a while to get well. It takes a while, but before I get to that, let me back up a little bit. you know, I was saying earlier that aplastic anemia, such as any other anemia or cancer that you've never had in your life, are caused by the food that we're eating. I believe that because the food is toxic. I'm not trying to spread any rumor. That's what I believe. It's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. The food causes us all kind of problem we can think of. So, I mean, all those problems that are not natural, and I'll tell you why I believe it's not natural. Go to any poor country, go to Africa, where I came from, you will barely hear of a case of cancer. Any case of cancer, you will barely hear of a case of heart disease, heart failure. The only people that may catch cancer in Africa or die of all those diseases we hear of in the Occidental world are the people that are wealthy and that import their food, because for some reason, being wealthy, you know, with no accusation, being wealthy, they seem to think that the food eaten locally is not good. Therefore, they import their food from Europe, America, which are nothing but canned food, frozen food, and all that. So they're the only one who die of those diseases, but they're few. That's the reason why you barely hear of those cases in Africa. Now, that's why I believe the food can pretty much be the only thing that destroys us. I believe. I cannot prove it. Now, I'm not a scientist. So, the next level of treatment they will offer you after the HEG is bone marrow transplant. I would not go to bone marrow transplant. I refuse to take that. They're telling me that bone marrow transplant is the last alternative, the only thing that will get you, that will give you hope. That's the hope to feel better again, to feel normal again. But surprisingly, when I went and researched on it, I found out that the lifespan of anyone that has had bone marrow transplant is between 2 to 5 years. And there's possibility of rejection. And the other thing I found out is that you are, how do you call that? You become dependent on medication for the rest of your life. Let's say your body does not reject the transplant. If you're lucky enough, you are stuck with medication. And what says medication says side effects. So sometimes you think well, the medication, you take them so the body will not reject the transplant, but the side effects are crazy. Side effect can cause you any other crazy stuff. Now, I've watched other video and people that have testified on it. I mean, it's crazy what they went through. So I refuse personally. I'm not asking anyone to do the same thing I did, but personally I refuse to undergo bone marrow transplant. So I'm gonna have to do another video because I have to remain within the 10 minutes interval, just to make sure that I can put all the message in. But what I'm doing right now, very quick, in the remaining 1 minute and a half, I will tell you I resolve into natural alternative. I identify the plants, I look them up, I identify all plants that can help me detox, and I go buy them. I buy them from the farms, and I became a vegetarian. And well, not, I would say 95% vegetarian. I eat meats twice a week, and the meat I eat is only fish, and it's got to be the wild caught fish. So I don't buy them at the store. I buy them from fishermen. Now, I eat a lot of fruits. I will tell you more about it in a little bit. And I eat, and I drink, and I juice a lot. I already drank half of it. I juice about 4 cups, 3 times a day. So that's what I'm doing so far, and I will tell you more of what I do. And this is a condition you can live with, as I said. And if you're disciplined enough, you can fight and defeat it. I believe it. So I'm going through this process to show what we can do together. I'll talk to you next time, and good luck. God be with you.